Welcome, everybody, to episode 10 of the Blitzed and Confused podcast. I'm Brad Smith, joined here with Gino Scaglione, Giovanni, Zach Yun, and James Halmasey.
Teach.
Yeah,
Teach.
recently. We'll keep that on the down low right now for our young teacher here. But let's jump right into it, boys. We're located here in Ohio. Let's talk about the topic of Ohio coming into the 2025 football season, and that is none other than our man, Shedeur Sanders, baby. So, we all were able to watch his debut, the highlights and everything. So,
Yes, sir.
who wants to put out their thoughts about Shedeur's debut and where we think the Browns should go with this?
If I may, I have been a Shedeur fan from the start since he was in college. I always thought there was way too many critics and way too many haters. Granted, the last name doesn't help that, but he's a great athlete, tremendous leader. People think that he has problems with his ego. Maybe that's true, but he's got a great leadership kind of personality to him. He's making really good calls. He's throwing the ball in some really tight places, guys. You know,
I will say those touchdown throws he had, it was a little bit like a sort of an average quarterback performance in the NFL, but those touchdown throws, they were great throws.
Windows.
They were tight windows.
The first one was such a tight window.
And that's a good point. You have to be confident to able to make that throw. I mean, it went through between three guys in the red zone. It's hard to throw touchdowns in the red zone, so you shouldn't take those things for granted that he was able to get two touchdowns.
Most new quarterbacks struggle with the confidence to throw 50-50 balls, and he just put the trust in his guys, and you love to see that. You do. I mean, Joe Flacco, sure, you start off the season with him, but knowing the Browns, they're going to go through a couple quarterbacks every season, so
goddamn right
sure needs the time to get ready. So,
dude, something I want to mention, though, when you're watching it, Shedeur, and we talk about the ego problems, you see it in the game, like literally as well. So he scores a touchdown, runs over, celebrates with the teammates, of course, as you should, and then what does he do both times? Hugs the teammates, turns around immediately, goes to the camera by himself, and he goes,
The guy's
both
a star.
times. He couldn't help it. He had to go alone, go to those cameras, and one thing, I think it's a little bit of the ego, but also I think he wants to prove people wrong, and that's his way of being like, hey, just through these two touchdowns, look, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So I did sort of like that to an extent. I like his confidence for the Browns.
Making him a worse teammate, though.
No.
Because he's very friendly on the sideline. You see, like, him hugging Njoku, him talking with Miles and stuff.
Yeah, like joking around.
I love it.
I love the chemistry they're building over there at Cleveland.
have you guys seen him like talking to his other quarterbacks on the sideline though, like getting like some kind of coaching up from the older guys? Does he do that? I haven't seen much of that.
That doesn't go around much in the league, though.
I think quarterbacks talk on the sideline a lot. I
Why?
don't know.
Why is he getting mic'd up in his first ever preseason? Like this game is like literally his career could be on the line in that game.
Another stat for that game.
And he got mic'd up. Like, is that
It was the most ever watched preseason game.
Yeah, it's a lot of publicity with Shedeur Sanders.
the
That's
most
insane.
watched preseason game ever?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Do we know what that number is? Owen, look that up for us, please, Jamie.
I mean,
What do we think?
Mihai did tell me that, though.
Oh.
So
okay.
we're going to see if it's true.
It might be disinformation.
I could believe it though. I could believe
Our
it.
friend Mihai
Yeah.
likes to spread disinformation to our friends.
Because I was
Yeah.
camping in the middle of the woods watching that sucker on my phone. So
You couldn't miss it.
couldn't miss
it even in the
I didn't
middle
even
of
watch
the
the
woods.
Steelers game, but I watched that game.
James paid $10,000 for a Starlink satellite to watch Shedeur Sanders preseason game. Everybody.
True story.
That's what he did. Did it in like a backpack and everything.
That teacher money go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we got to remember, though, it is only preseason. It's not like real tempo NFL game one. Like
2.2 million viewers for a preseason game.
crazy.
Wow. Now look up how
Yeah, it's
many
the most, yeah.
views the NBA Finals gets on average.
it's like 5 million.
That is so football
Yeah.
is king. And
Well,
it's the
yeah.
Cleveland Browns versus the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the Panthers don't have anybody on their end that like people are dying to see either. So that just sort of tells you.
But there's just a lot of people like either want to watch Shedeur to watch him fail, or you want to watch him to see him succeed. But everybody's watching, you know.
you gotta
Mhm.
watch.
That's why you
That
gotta mic
is-
him up, you know.
Yes.
it was
yes.
probably the most excited I've ever been for a preseason game.
I
was that
watched.
one.
I watched the mic'd up too. I couldn't help it because I wanted to see
Mhm.
like how does Shedeur carry himself? How does he talk to his teammates? Like I really wanted to see that firsthand, and it was cool being able to like humanize him because you just see the social media stuff, you just see the money, and approximately 17.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a normal NFL
That's a normal.
game.
You
We
gotta
said the
remember
NFL
it's the
finals.
NBA.
NBA finals.
Oh, that's NFL.
Oh yeah, you did say.
A
Hey,
normal
nice,
NFL
nice guys. You
viewership.
guys said a normal NFL game. That's nice.
That's a normal.
Well,
NFL.
dude, I'll say something as well. Just to talk about how amazing the NFL is in terms of dominating viewership. Back during COVID, the Cleveland Browns were playing the Raiders, and like half of the Browns roster was gone from injury and COVID, and like same with like the Raiders. That game had more views than the NBA Finals that year. It was like 10 million views. It had more views than the NBA Finals. About 10 million
10
average.
million.
Yeah. Some years not as good as others. It really depends, but
Peaking at 19.6 viewers.
I mean, the finals this
6
year.
million,
I
dude.
didn't
That's like a
even watch
game
it.
7 LeBron versus
I didn't
Steph
watch it either.
probably.
It was
Yeah.
like the most boring finals ever.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it, but
as a ball
I mean,
lover.
but Tyrese Halliburton was hurt, so it was terrible.
I
you
don't
just
like
knew it was gonna happen.
Tyrese.
Mhm.
So that's,
I mean, he was the most overrated player in the NBA
But-
by players.
But then I go too far
Yeah,
off into
good
the
call.
NBA
Yeah.
realm here. Does anybody else have any other thoughts they'd like to share about our great future leader?
I think it was
Shedeur
pretty
Sanders?
cool to see when he was actually celebrating. The opposing fans were actually celebrating with him.
The opposing fans.
Mhm.
Nobody can help it,
Mhm.
man.
Mhm.
They can't. I don't know. I think people just want to root for him.
I think
It's
it's
an
pretty
underdog
cool.
story.
I mean, yeah.
It's an underdog story now.
Yeah.
Andy has the great name.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that-
Loyalty in his blood.
it is sort of interesting. It did sort of switch to an underdog story from the guy potentially being the first pick
Mm-hmm.
a year prior.
He still should have been way sooner.
Well,
than
he obviously
was.
should have been higher. I mean,
So do we think that Flacco starting is the right decision?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Probably.
We can't get
That's
too
So you're leaning
ahead of
towards-
ourselves. It is a preseason game. I agree with Jimmy though. I think probably 5-6 games. What'd you say? Did you say 3?
I didn't even give a number. I just said that there'll probably be 3 quarterbacks that start this year.
No.
Knowing the
yeah.
Browns.
No, I agree. I
Yeah,
think
you're
Really?
probably right.
I would be shocked if 3 quarterbacks did not start this year.
Yeah.
I think it's
I-
gonna be 2.
I think Flacco,
6 quarterbacks.
Flacco, then they go the Gabriel, and then they go the Shedeur.
Not after Gabriel's performance.
Yeah, there's no
Dude,
way.
they love Gabriel.
Yeah,
They
for
love
what
him.
reason?
Even
couldn't tell
Stefanski
you.
was talking about
They gotta
how
trade
he
him.
was like he liked how he performed and all that stuff.
He threw a pick.
He threw a pick 6, fumble. Like,
Didn't
Hey,
even try to get the tackle.
I'm just.
yeah.
But you are
Stefanski,
right,
man.
they love
And he
him.
was picked in the 3rd round, contrary to a fifth or
I think it was
sixth?
5th.
A 5th rounder in Shedeur. So from that perspective, it makes sense.